Hey everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. And in this video, you will learn to connect or integrate Elementor, which is a form building plugin of WordPress, with Flowlu application, which is a business or agile project management application. And we are going to connect Elementor and Flowlu in such a way that as and when any person is going to fill the form that you have created with the help of Elementor, a new issue will be created in an agile project in Flowlu application automatically. Let me show you how it is going to happen. So the flow of this automation is going to look like this. As and when any person is going to submit the form that you have created with the help of Elementor, a new agile issue will be created in Flowlu application automatically according to the data that you have received from this form submission. Okay, so here you do not have to manually copy the issues that you are or user stories that you are getting from Elementor forms and manually create an issue one by one or again and again in Flowlu application. So this is surely going to save your critical time and your manual efforts. And guys, we are going to make this happen with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation tool. And guys, the best part of setting up this automation is that you will not require any kind of coding skills or programming knowledge. So anyone can set up this automation very easily. So now let's set up this automation together. So the first step to set up this automation, guys, is to log in into your Pabbly Connect account. And to reach here, you can check the link that we have pasted in the description for you, from where you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And it will provide you 100 free automation tasks for every new month. Okay, so after setting up your account, you can log in and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect here like this. And on this page, guys, you have to start working by creating a workflow of automation. So to create a workflow, you just have to click here on this create workflow button like this. And here you have to give a suitable name to your workflow. So let me fill the name here. So I have given the name to this workflow, guys, as create issues on Elementor form submissions into Flowlu automatically. Okay, so now you can click here on this create button and you can see your workflow getting created here like this. Okay, and on this page, guys, you will find these two things, the trigger and the action. So this automation is going to work on these two things. So the trigger is the happening of that event which is going to trigger this workflow, and the action is the response towards this trigger. As in our use case, the trigger would be submission of a form which is created with the help of Elementor form, and the action towards that trigger would be to create a new agile issue according to the data that you have received from the Elementor form into Flowlu application. Okay, so guys, first of all, you have to set up this trigger here. So from this choose app field, first of all, choose your trigger application, which is Elementor. Select Elementor. And in the trigger event, you have to select this new form submission received. So it will trigger this workflow when a new form is submitted. Okay. And it will give you this URL. This is called as a webhook URL, guys. And with the help of this, you are going to connect, we are going to connect our Elementor form. And after connecting it, we are going to submit that form and fetch the data of the form response here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so you can follow these instructions written here to make this connection. Let me show you how you can do this. So first of all, you have to copy this webhook URL from here. Then you have to reach the dashboard of your Elementor or WordPress. So this is the form I have created with the help of Elementor plugin. So here I'm clicking on edit with Elementor option. Okay, and the editor of this page will open up. So here we can see this is the Elementor's editor. And when you click here on any field of your form, on the left hand side here in this tab, you will find this content tab. Okay, so under this content tab, when you scroll down, you will find this actions after submit button. So click on actions after submit, and here you have to add webhook action. So search for webhook here and add this action here. Okay, and after adding this action, you will find this webhook tab beneath this tab automatically here. And under this webhook tab, you have to paste the webhook URL that you have copied from Pabbly Connect. This one you have to paste here in this webhook URL field here. Okay, just paste the webhook URL here, then click on update and update your form. Okay, so you can see our form is updated now. And here you can see in your workflow, as you have copied this webhook URL, it started showing this waiting for the webhook's response. So this means now you have to perform a test submission, or you have to fill the form as a test submission, and we are going to fetch the data of that form response here in our workflow. Okay, so I'm going to open my form by clicking on view page option. Okay, so this is my form, and here I'm going to fill the details as the first name. So let's say any of my team member or any of my client or any of my customer is filling this form. Okay, so we are collecting a user story or a issue or a query or a feedback, or sorry, not a feedback, or an issue or a query, anything from customer side. And according to that data, we are going to create an issue in our agile project management project here in Flowlu. Okay, so let's say Mr. Sayank is one of my customer. Okay, so he's filling this form and he's filling his email address, and here he is sending us an issue. Let's say the issue is Flowlu's trigger is not working in my workflow. So this is the issue this person is sending to us. Okay, right? So I'm clicking on send here, and you can see the form is getting submitted, and here you can see the form was sent successfully. Now let me show you in Pabbly Connect if we got the data of this form response, and here you can see in this response received section we got the response like this. Here we have all the details of the person and the issue described by this person like this in this label. Okay, now I want to I want to create an issue in Flowlu in a project. Here you can see this is my project named as Pabbly Connect in Flowlu application under this agile projects. So here I want to create an issue according to the data we have received from the form automatically. For that to happen, you have to connect your Flowlu application in this Actions tab. So from this choose app field, you have to search for Flowlu. This is Flowlu, guys. And then you have to select the the action event. So the action event would be create agile issue. So you have to scroll down here and you will find this option. Let me show you. So here we have this option, create agile issue. Okay, select this and click on connect, and from this window select add new connection option, and here it will ask for this API key and the account URL. So guys, to find the API key you need to navigate to the system settings page of your Flowlu account. Okay, so under this account URL field you will find this you will find this API key available under API settings. Okay, so here I am going to my Flowlu's dashboard. Okay, and here is the settings tab. Click on settings. So actually on this left hand side panel, when you scroll down under this admin section, you will find this system settings. So click on system settings. Okay, and here you will find this API settings tab. Click on API settings. Okay, and here you can see from this page you can create your own API key by clicking on this create button. So click on create. Okay, and you have to select projects option. Okay, and then you have to give a name to this API. So you can give any name. I'm giving it as from Elementor. Okay, sorry, you have to select this agile projects, not projects. Select this agile projects and click on save. Okay, and here you can see we got this key. So click so you just have to copy this key by clicking on this copy icon and paste this key here in this API key field like this. And to find the account URL, you can find the account URL and your API key in this API settings. Okay, so in this API settings only you can find the account URL. Okay, or guys you can find the account URL here as well on this top search bar. When you can see this URL of this whole search page, settings page, and from here you can copy this URL like this. here you can see the example. You have to copy https including and pabblyconnect.flowlu.com. So here you can see in my Flowlu application, I am just copying this till flowlu.com from the http thing, and I'm copying this and I'm pasting it here in this account URL field like this up to this flowlu.com. Okay, just like this. Then you can click on save and you will be connected with Flowlu like this. Okay, and here it is asking for the issue number, number label, phone, description, and all the things. So I'm going to map the things that I have received here in the first step, or you can leave this issue number and number label blank also, because these are not the compulsory things. The compulsory things are these, the name. Okay, so here I'm going to map the name of the person from whom we have received this issue. Okay, so this is the data of the person we have received in the first step. So to map it here, you just have to click here on this name field and you will find this Elementor option in the drop down, and from here only I'm going to map the name. This is the first name, this is the last name, and in the description, let me map the description from the first step only where we have received the data. This is the issue description. Okay, and you can select the issue type here as bug, task, or story. I'm making it story. You can select the project ID, which is Pabbly Connect, of course. Okay, and the sprint ID, I do not need a sprint ID or category ID. So these are not the compulsory things, so I'm leaving these things blank. This is the user ID of Flowlu automatically selected here, and you can give the priority of this user story or issue as well. So I'm making it medium priority. Okay, and here you can map all these things if you have all these things, but right now I am mapping these things which are compulsory and which I have received from the Elementor response. Okay, right, and you can check your connection with Flowlu application by clicking on save and send test request, and as and when you click on save and send test request, a new issue will be created here in Agile projects under this Pabbly Connect project. Okay, right, so I'm clicking on save and send test request here, and you can see we have received this response ID. Let us check in Flowlu if we got the issue created here. So you can see a new issue is here with the name Sayangjan, and you can open it and find the description, and here you can see the priority and all the things that we have mapped here is present there in Flowlu. So this is how it is going to work. And guys, so we are done setting up this automation, and you have to set up this automation only once. After that, you don't have to do anything manually in this workflow. After that, as and when any person is going to fill your form, an issue will be created. Let me show you a real-time example too. So this is my form, and I'm filling this form again. Let's say this time with a different name. So this time, let's say that the person who is filling this form is Miss Sonam Rai. Let's say this is the email ID, and the issue description is something different this time. Let's say the so I'm changing a few things here. Okay, so this is the description now, right? And I'm clicking on send. Okay, and you can see the form is getting submitted, and the form was submitted successfully. Now I am going to show you directly in Flowlu application now if the new issue is created or not. So I am going back to my issues in my projects. Where is my Agile project? Okay, here it is. And you can see a new issue is here with the name as Sonam Rai, and here when you open it, you will find the description and all the things. Okay, so this is how it is going to work, guys, and let me give you a quick recap what I've done here. So first of all, in the trigger, I connected Elementor form with the help of this webhook URL and fetched the data of a demo form submission like this. After that, I connected Flowlu application in the action step, okay, and mapped the details to so when you map the data like this, what will happen, as you have seen in the real-time example, this data is going to change accordingly, and a fresh data will be received in a new issue here in Flowlu. Okay, so we are done here, and guys, you can use this same workflow that I've just created, because I'm going to paste the link of this same workflow in the description so that you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.